Bismillah walhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala rasulillah. Welcome to Barakah Quest. This is our first episode of the Crystal Cipher. I'm Brother Ali Abu Aqid, and I'm with my man Brother Micah. Brother Ibrahim is behind the camera, and Brother Musa is off the camera. So alhamdulillah, we're gonna, inshallah, in these sessions, in these episodes, we're gonna talk about some of the benefits of some of the different stones, some of the different crystals, and some of our experiences with them, and also what other people have shared with us. So Brother Micah, kind of let you jump it off with just kind of a brief overview of how you kind of came along with the stones and how they had an influence on you.
Yeah, I mean, crystals to me have been something that was easy to get into. What I have in front of me right here is Tibetan quartz, or Himalayan quartz. This one, of course, obviously comes from Tibet, the Himalayan mountains. It's kind of where they are mined from. They get them from over there, and yeah, I like it. Then there's this one. There's this one here. This is a smoky quartz, and this one comes from Colorado. You just came from Colorado?
I was at the gem show, yeah, last week. Yeah, that's right.
This smoky quartz comes from different parts of the earth, or world, if you would, and but this dark smoky quartz is only found naturally. Dark smoky quartz is only found in Colorado, and I like this one. This one, just having it around, I like it. You know, I like to carry this one.
Okay.
I kind of like to know where they come from. That's part of my interest.
Okay.
And this one is a clear quartz. It's found not too far from where we are now, here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's found in Arkansas. It's a local crystal, yeah. I like this one. It's real nice. Clear.
Very clear. I was ready to say that. Yeah, it's nice and clear.
I have this one here. This one comes from, it's an opal. Opal has, obviously you have different types of opals. More common opals are what they call fire opals. But this one is not a fire opal. It's an opal. It comes from Ethiopia. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. This one is an Ethiopian opal. Real nice looking crystal. I like to have it around.
Yeah.
This one I have. It's called, and they call it an apatite. And this one comes from Madagascar.
Exotic places.
Oh, yeah. This one, I like to have it around if I'm going to talk. Like if I'm going to say words or speak to people, I like to have this one.
Okay.
And you can get somewhat of an idea of the influence they may have. I actually wrote a book. It's actually a volume of poetry that I wrote pertaining to crystals, and I go into more detail as to what they mean to me, and yeah, this book would, it's available online. And
what's the title of it?
The title of this book is Crystal Poems, Volume 1. It's by me, Micah Lyons, and you could get this book from lyonsportal.com.
Okay.
Lyonsportal.com.
L-Y.
Yeah, Lyons portal, portal.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a section when you go to that website, you can click on it, and it'll give you a link to it, and it'll give you some samples as to what's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah.
Okay, you mentioned about the smoky quartz from Colorado. So I just came back from the Denver Gem Show. Well, I was there last Monday and Tuesday, and well, my flight was canceled on Sunday, so I got there Monday. This was one of the beauties that I got there. This is a rose quartz, and mashallah, it's a nice deep pink, relatively deep pink stone. And the rose quartz is very famous for, they call it the stone of love. It's very good for the heart and person who is, by the will of Allah, let's mention this, that the benefits, one of the brothers years ago, about 5 years ago when I first got started into the stone game, one brother, he had posted something about different benefits of some of the stones. And I read it, and I didn't think a whole lot about it. And then after, in the beginning of 2012, 2013, beginning of 2013, we had a very special seminar, Dawra, about one of the great Sufi leaders. His name is Ahmed Arifai. So it was a lot of, mashallah, I felt like there was a lot of spiritual benefit in that program. It was a week-long program talking about the life and legacy of Imam Ahmed Arifai, one of the great Sufis. And then about a few weeks after that, I saw a video from some New Age type people, and it was about crystals. And it really sparked my interest the way they explained it. And then so I contacted the brother who had posted the initial post. He had studied traditional medicine in Pakistan. And I asked him, I said, what's the story with these crystals? And he said something that really stuck with me. He said that as there's benefit in the herbs, mashallah, traditionally healing was mostly through what? Herbs. That as there's benefit in the herbs, there's benefit in the stones, some of the stones. And so at that point, it made me very interested, very curious. I went and I started collecting stones. And my first experience was I got home, I had bought actually some, I thought it was rose quartz, but it was actually what's called chevron amethyst. I thought that this stone was this stone. It wasn't this one, it was a lot lighter, a lot paler, and I thought it was rose quartz. Anyway, I got home and I put it on my heart and I took a nap while listening to a lesson about Ahmed Arifai. And then while I was kind of like semi-awake, semi-sleep, I could literally feel in my heart like a vibration of love. I mean, I don't mean like romantic love. Right. I mean, this was like a literal vibration. So with this crystal here, like I said, when I had it, I felt like this very strong feeling, like a love vibration. It was like that, literally. And I had dreams in the past, not trying to brag, but I had dreams in the past like that, but with this, I felt something amazing. And then it was like maybe a year later that I found out another name for this, the chevron amethyst. It's called dream amethyst. Wow. And it's very useful. I noticed later in use, because what happens is you start to, you evolve and you develop with them. Yeah. And I noticed that it helps a lot if you have a hard time sleeping, stick it underneath your pillow, and you'll easily slip right into a state of sleep. But we're talking about amethyst. What's your experience with amethyst, Brother Mike?
Ooh, I have so many, but one that stands out is whenever I'm at a place where there are different classes of people, I'll have some amethyst with me, and it seems to heighten my approach to the audience in a way of almost like royal approach, almost like like in a royal courts type of way, like being a poem writer. It's kind of one of those things that you immediately go into, one of those mentalities that you immediately go into when you have certain crystals around you. I mean, try not to be too deep about it, but it's one of those things that, for me as a poem writer, I'm used to being in certain pockets within myself, and when I have amethyst, it heightens that inner pocket to a point where it feels like my outward expressions are similar to a person's outward expressions who would be found in the royal courts. Yeah, so I'm not trying to say that I'm all that.
No, right.
But
it's a refinement.
It's a refinement.
Yeah, the amethyst is. you talk about amethyst. This is an interesting mix here. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera very well, but this is ametrine. So this is a combination. You can see like half of it is purple, and the other half is like a light golden color. This is a combination of the amethyst with the citrine. So very nice, mashallah. This is also, you'd say, like the amethyst is known for like purification. It's good for a person who may have like drug addiction. It helps to like purify the blood and overcome bad habits. So when you combine it with the citrine is like that golden color. The citrine is it's called the merchant stone. So it's good for mashallah. All of this is by the will of Allah. Of course, all of this is by the will of Allah. That it's known for to benefit you financially. And again, keep in mind, like we said, there's the benefit of the herbs, and also the stones have what benefit. But all of it is by the will of Allah.
Yes.
So it's not like some people, they think, like you see in these crystal books, these so-called New Agey type people, they think that you create something. And we know as Muslims, there's no creator except Allah. Only Allah Ta'ala is a creator. So there are benefits, just like if you take a herb, you drink some herbal tea, you feel a benefit, but it's what? By the will of Allah. A person may have a healing, but it's by the will of Allah. So this is the citrine, the ametrine. Amethyst mixed with the citrine, and like you said, with the amethyst, it like uplifts. It's very uplifting.
Yes, that's the word. That's the word. Yeah.
So, Brother Micah, here's the tiger iron, talking about amethyst and ametrine, and very like very high level, refined type feeling you get from that. What's your impression with the tiger iron?
Tiger iron for me is very grounding. It makes me feel like I'm here right now, and it also has this drive. Like I'm, even though I'm here right now, I do want to go. That's with it. So for me, I'm very sensitive to crystals. I would take a crystal that's light. Well, maybe not this one in particular, because this one's pretty strong, but a crystal that's not as strong, typically, and still feel something. But something like this one, because it has the hematite in there, iron, it has that in there, I noticed that immediately, and then the other components, the other minerals and elements that are involved in it.
Yeah, just to mention that the tiger iron is the tiger eye. This is tiger eye combined with what you mentioned, the hematite. So this is one stone, and it's a combination of three stones. This one, the hematite, the iron, the tiger eye, and then maybe there is some red jasper. I'm sorry, but this is what tiger iron is, like a combination. So you get the weight and you get the driving.
Absolutely. And for me, I'm a merchant, by trade. So because of that, I look for certain crystals like this because it helps with my drive. It helps with my motivation. It helps me not forget that I'm right here, right now, and also the purpose for being there is not to just be there, right now at that time, but to drive to get the benefits of being there. The sale. If you're working in sales, it helps you drive
the grussel,
to get that
grind.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. So I take this one to work, and I don't forget why I'm there. A lot of times you can't do that in sales. You can get to work and not realize, and you can lose your focus. That's right. But this one helps you with that focus, and it helps you with that motivation to get the benefits of being where you are.
No, this is the tiger iron. Even it's reported like as a natural steroid. Like if I go to the gym, I'll use like after a set, then I'll hold it, rub it, and you can feel. Because it is iron, so you feel the weight, and your blood is made of what? The hemoglobin. That's iron, and you can feel the strength and the power that's in this. So again, the tiger iron is very good for grounding. You know, like some people call them the airheads, right? People are like kind of airy-fairy floating around. So the tiger iron, because of that weight, it will keep you centered and focused. Maybe you're upset, you're disturbed, you find your mind is racing. The tiger iron, because of what? You feel the weight and the strength in it, it will help you be here and now. Like I said, the rose quartz is very nice for what? It makes the heart feel, this stone here, it makes the heart feel soft and tender. But you feel, mashallah, you feel the difference between the iron, the tiger iron, and the rose quartz, for example. And their benefits are real, and they're easy to use. You can just keep one and hold one in your hand. This is the, we're going to do a special segment on this one itself. What stone is this, Brother Michael?
This one is Opal.
This is Opal.
Or carnelian. Some people call it carnelian.
Carnelian. My name is, my kunya is Abu Opal. The Prophet ﷺ wore a ring, and in the ring there was a stone, and that's the stone. This is the stone of Opal. So it has benefit. We'll talk about it in another segment, in a special episode dedicated just to the benefits of the Opal. Mashallah, they're easy to use. They take advantage of, and they're not costly. I want to wind this session down. I wanted to show one more that I got out in Denver. And this, what piece is this, Brother Michael?
This one is a pyrite.
And this is what, made from iron and sulfur. So that's why it has the same iron component with the sulfur, and it's also pyrite is known as fool's gold. And this is also another very like bright, sunny, motivating, very, very motivating. And they're amazing, the benefit. It's genuine. Some people say placebo, but is it placebo, Brother Mike?
No. It's actually real. I mean, for me, being in the career that I'm in, it's you can see the benefit in it immediately. You take this crystal, just have it with you. If you forget you have it on you, you may check your pocket or something, you look at it, and next thing you know, you remember so much. It's in terms of why you're there. You may not even recognize some of the effects because you may have forgotten it was in your pocket or something, and then you just notice that you are behaving a certain way. And then you check your pockets and you see, okay, and then it puts things in perspective. The appearance of them also has an effect on me. You know, just the way they look. You know, some people like certain crystals because of just because of how they look.
I want to make one plug. When I was out in Denver, I got quite a bit of tiger iron. Not this big. I forgot to bring the pieces. They're in the bag. But inshallah, so they'll be on sale. You can get in touch with us through Barakah Quest, or you can hit me up personally. BarakahQuest.wordpress.com. That's the Cipher. That's our site. But we have smaller. They're about this size, a little bit larger than this size of the tiger iron. So I have a good price on them. Usually it's kind of hard. Either you find the tiger iron very large pieces or very small pieces. So I got some nice size pieces, and you'll feel as soon as you grab it, you feel like a weight to it, and you feel like you're grounded. So that's us. That's Barakah Quest. I'm out here with Brother Micah. Brother Musa is behind the camera now. Brother Ibrahim's off camera. So please check us out at barakahquest.wordpress.com. Brother Micah, your book and your website again?
It's lionsportal.com. Lionsportal.com. LYONSPORTAL.com. Just click on the link. It'll take you right to it. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so this is again the Crystal Cipher with Barakah Quest. We're signing off. Walhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala rasulillah.